Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff. Today, I'm reviewing the song Shadowplay by Joy Division. So this does come as a request. As always, if you would like to request something, leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to get to it. So what I've been doing is I've taken every single request that I've received on my channel. I've put it into this Google Sheet. I hit the randomize button 3 times. The top result is the next song I listen to. So that's how we got here. I've heard one other song by Joy Division so far, and I gotta say I liked it, but it was definitely very sad, especially once you guys flooded the comments and told me really the backstory behind this band, and yeah, it made me even more sad. So anyway, it's a rainy day. I think it's a good time to be sad, and we'll see how it goes. All right, let's listen to it. This is again Joy Division, Shadowplay. Let's do it.
Center of the city where a road's being waiting for you. To the depths of the ocean where a hope sank searching for you. I was moving through the silence without motion, waiting for you. In a room with a window in the corner, I found truth. Shadowplay, acting out your own death, knowing no more. There's the assassin's old group, 10-4 lines dancing on the floor. And with cold steel odor on their bodies, made a move to command. I can only stare in disbelief as the drivers go dead. Center of the city in the night, waiting for you. To the center of the city in the night, waiting for you.
I liked that a whole lot. That was really cool. That from the bass to the guitar, just a fun song. Why is Rick Astley on my thing here? What is this? 80s sing-alongs. Yeah, I guess that is an 80s sing-along. Anyway, yeah, that was cool. I like that a whole lot. Just again, the guitar, the bass was so infectious. Sorry about checking my phone just now. Like I had like this moment where I was listening to the song. I think it's the first time that guitar really, you had that almost sort of really cool guitar lick in there. And I was like, that guitar sounds so familiar, but I was like, I'm sure I haven't heard this song before because nothing else really sounds familiar. Really, just that guitar part. I was like, why does that guitar part sound so familiar? I can like hear it in my head being played in some other song. So I was like, okay, I got to figure it out. There's got to be like I have to have something on my Spotify that uses that guitar riff. So grabbed my phone real quick, typed in Shadowplay on my Spotify just to see if I had it. And sure enough, I've heard this song before, but just the cover by the Killers. I had no idea until a few weeks ago, I had never heard a Joy Division song. So I had no idea that the Killers' Shadowplay was actually Joy Division's Shadowplay. So totally caught me off guard. So I looked at my phone. I was like, oh, that makes sense. And then I put my phone down. The thing is, I don't really listen to the cover very much. I only have it on my Spotify because my wife put it on there. So we went to go see the Killers at ACL. I want to say back in like 2017 or so. They were one of the headliners, and I had never really listened to. I know this is kind of sacrilege. I had never really listened to the Killers up until that point. The one song I knew was When We Were Young. That was like the one Killer song I knew. And so she made me listen to all of Hot Fuss, which I love Hot Fuss. Great album, by the way. And then she's like, oh, you like Hot Fuss? Let me just go ahead and give me your phone. I was like, here you go. She's like, I'm going to put literally all the Killer songs on your thing. So like now, every now and then I'll be listening to music. I'll be like, wait, what is this song? I didn't add this song. And it's like some Killer song that she's added that I always just skip mindlessly. That's the thing. I like the Killers. I just, here, the thing between me and my wife is like, I'm the kind of person where if I like one song, I'll just add that one song from that one album or whatever. But she's the kind of person where if she likes one song, she's going to go add the entire discography just in case she likes more of the songs, So I'm like two very different people. So when it comes to how we add music to our Spotify. So yeah, she took the liberty of just throwing all the Killers on there for me. And so I knew I heard the song somewhere before, and it was because I heard the cover. Now, the other thing that I was thinking during this song is that logo, whatever, like it's like a topography map almost, right? Or what's the word I'm looking for? Tectonic plates or something like that. Mountain ranges, whatever the hell you want to call it. That I recognize that logo, and I was like, oh, it's Joy Division. That's their logo. Because in the like early to mid 2010s, I was on Tumblr all the time, and all the Tumblr emos will repost pictures of this logo and like with like their sad Joy Division lyrics under it and stuff like that, which I never knew at the time. So I'm learning like internet history, like seeing the eyes now through my 30-year-old self versus my 23-year-old self. It's very clear now, like, oh, those were all the things I was seeing that I didn't understand before because I didn't listen to this kind of music. So a lot like going on here culturally for me, but I like the song, so I'm ready to break it down. Let's of course start with the lyrics. So a little bit of information here on Shadowplay. The guitars launch into a dimension reminiscent of the sonic dimensions that David Bowie and Brian Eno dwelt in during the late 1970s. The band's sound is echoey and cavernous, but thanks to Factory Records producer Martin Hannett, it was never empty. By adding sound effects such as breaking glass, deep breaths, and footsteps, Hannett brings the music out of the mental torture of the lead singer and into the real world. It's these details that keep you with it and make it feel more measured than their manic live performances. For this, however, he was initially resented by the band. The title Shadowplay makes the band's gigs resemble plays presented by casting shadows of puppets or actors on a screen. Ian feels like he is no real person to the audience and feels like he is just enacting what they want to see. Although they don't even regard him as an actor, they see him as a mere shadow of an actor. Interesting stuff here. I like contributors on Genius. They usually have some interesting stuff to say. Anyway, let's take a look at these lyrics. So, To the center of the city where all roads meet, waiting for you. To the depths of the ocean where all hopes sank, searching for you. I was moving through the silence without motion, waiting for you. In a room with a window in the corner, I found truth. In the shadow play, acting out your own death, knowing no more, as the assassins all grouped in 4 lines dancing on the floor, and with cold steel odor on their bodies, made a move to connect, but I could only stare in disbelief as the crowds all left. So yeah, definitely kind of dark in the lyricism, but like so poppy and catchy in the instrumentation. I did everything I wanted to. I let them use you for their own ends. To the center of the city in the night, waiting for you. To the center of the city in the night, waiting for you. Not really sure what's going on lyrically. I mean, honestly, if I hadn't read the little about section here, I probably would be completely lost. I get that shadow play is kind of like making shadow puppets and acting out things using shadow. And I get that, so maybe he's talking about himself in the band. I mean, I really don't know. Regardless, I thought the lyrics were interesting. Definitely, like, gave me a sense of foreboding as I was listening to it, even though, again, the instrumentation was so poppy and catchy and stuff. I thought it was good. I give it 2 thumbs up. As far as the instrumentation goes, the bass work throughout, I think the rhythm that the bass really put down for me was fantastic. I really enjoyed that sound. I would even go as far to say that, like, having heard the Killers' cover before actually ever hearing the original, I like the original a lot more because I feel like the bass is so much more present here, if that makes sense. I mean, the bass groove here just so fantastic, so easy to kind of glom onto and just really enjoy. And then the guitar work here was kind of frantic in a good way. It reminded me of sort of a buzzing bee, that sort of melody there, but it was a lot of fun to listen to from an instrumental standpoint. Really high energy, just really kind of got you going. So like I was going into the song like, oh, I'm gonna be sad now, but I mean honestly, thanks to the instrumentation, I'm pretty even keeled. Like yeah, the lyricism was a little dark, but man, this is a cool song to listen to. Just so catchy, so easy to kind of kick back and enjoy. So that was great. Really didn't pay much attention to the drum work, I will say. The bass and the guitar kind of captured my imagination there. But instrumentally, I thought it was great. Vocally, I really like his singing style here. It definitely lends some credence to the lyricism. And for me, I think like. Again, I have to give the Smiths credit here, not because they did it first, but because I heard the Smiths first, and I didn't like the Smiths at first because of the singing style of Morrissey. But once I kind of learned how to sort of train my ear for that sort of style, I really started to enjoy the Smiths a lot more, to the point where, I listen to some Smiths songs every now and then just on my own, which I probably wouldn't have done if you had asked me a few months ago. And so because I kind of got acclimated to that singing style, I think this singer's style really sits well with me as well. It may not be a style that I would have liked months ago, but now that I've had time to really explore the Smiths on my channel and a little bit of Joy Division here as well, I've really come to enjoy that sort of singing style, especially when it really fits with what they're doing instrumentally and lyrically. So fantastic work here. I give it 2 thumbs up, vocally and instrumentally. And then as far as the replay value goes, I want this on my playlist. Again, I already have the Killers version on my playlist, and it's good, I guess, but this to me is like the superior version. This is the version I want to hear all the time. Sorry to the Killers fans, but whatever. So it's going on the playlist for sure. I cannot wait to listen to it again. Just really punchy and fun, and the instrumentation, some dark lyrics, and some nice, it was a good song. I liked it. 2 thumbs up across the board. So thank you so much for whoever requested this one. As always, if you would also like to request something, leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to get to it. If you enjoyed the music as much as I did, definitely go support the artists. Go listen to their music wherever you can. One place you should be able to find this song is going to be in my Spotify playlist. It's in the description below. Has every single song I've heard so far on my channel. And of course, if you want to support me, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment. Alright, before I let you go, help me figure it out. What am I listening to next time? Let's go back to our randomizer. Let's get rid of this one. We are done with it. And let's randomize 3 times. 1 and 2. And man, we gotta get back to you, Deer Hunter, at some point. 3. Oh, finally. Oh, yes, and this is one of their newer songs, if I'm not mistaken. King Giz, Honey, I'm excited. Check out that next one. Hope to see you then. Bye for now.